Alright, it is the Random Gamer, and today we are going to be pulling for Altria Caster, Berserker, and hopefully we'll get a Chloe von Einsberg Avenger. After the last summons, I am very worried. As you can see, we have 11 tickets, 1400-ish quartz, and I'm not afraid to use it. So, without much further ado, because I'll get talking about what I'm assuming to be almost pity, let's go and get this going. Alright, so, after the last video, I'm expecting this to be a long one. That's stupid, but when you talk about the whole averages thing, I am due for a long one. Now, 5 tickets for Ace. Ridiculous. I can't remember the last servant I spun for. Yeah, I'd have to go on the YouTube channel and see, because I can't remember what one. I don't record every single pull and put it on YouTube, just because there's no point in me doing random banners. Like, for example, I threw a little bit at Da Vinci, because I want her, and another random character I threw a couple tickets at. I tend to only film big opens. It's also, people want to see the latest servant, they're not necessarily want to see the old one. So anyway, this Berserker, that was a really weird one. She is really good when it comes to single target. And I'm at the point in my account where I actually am just trying to get one strong AoE and Berserk in every class. It doesn't matter if they are Buster, Arts, or Quick, because to be honest, I have proper supports for every one of them. One of the biggest things I can say with accounts is try and get it so that you have one of each of the supports. Like there's Ruler Scotty, Summer Scotty, better. Quick, there is the undisputed queen of... wow, that was really cool. There's the undisputed queen of Arts, which is Castoria. And one of the biggest things for your account, especially on difficult boss fights with her Noble Phantasm, it's just really, really good. And then with Buster, you have Oberon and Koinskaya. Now, big thing I don't like about Buster is you can 2 in 1, and Art just get Summer Scotty or Castoria. The problem is with Quick, they're not as good with the moving part. Summer Scotty does make it like doable, but I've just found it lacks a little here and there, and you do need to have a little bit of an emergency pull or plan when it comes to with Quick. With Arts, you can loop. There's the 2 maxed out Castoria, no problem. Now, the big advantage of Buster, you don't have to worry about the loop. It's a guarantee at every time because you are not dependent on the enemy to charge it. As long as you have a 30% 5-turn Buster AoE character, or not even AoE, just somebody who can charge on that turn. So, yeah. But at this point with my account, I am just kind of going for to balance my teams. So, Berserker single target, I do not have a 5-star. I have a really good 4-star at Hercules, but at this point I'm kind of going for 5-star if it interests me, or, like I said, I'm going for that account idea where I have one of each, which, being very strong, I don't know if she's the strongest. She's near the top though, it's in the contention of the conversation, and so, yeah, I decided to roll for her, because she was one of the summer servants, which usually they're really good. Like, my order this summer was kind of Ace, Melusine, Ruler, which there will be a video on because Melusine has just become a white whale for me. But Berserker Castoria, well, she's high on the list. Of the 3, depending on how Ace went, she might have gotten dropped. I can't remember if her banner overrides with Melusine Ruler. Again, I should maybe do a little more research when I do these videos, but not as fun. Because what's the point if I don't make a fool of myself? But yeah, so if they didn't overlap, my plan was to drop this banner. But as I managed to get Ace in 5 tickets, wasn't it? And I decided, okay, I'm not going to go kitty. Hopefully eventually doesn't come to that. But I am going to put a decent amount. Like, essentially I'll go close. Like, I want 900 quartz left over for Melusine Ruler, just so that I no longer get skunked with her. I have really found, and this is going to sound so stupid, ever since I saved up enough quartz to have pity, things have been going better. It's like, hey, I have pity. Might as well come early and save. And that has been a bit of a case since last summer. It also might help I'm rolling less on my account now because of I've been playing the game long enough that I don't get as big of that itch. Also, I have the Japanese account. Like, I have 3 accounts, which is really stupid, but I don't really put the amount of effort into the Japanese account. That is mainly I need to roll, so I leave quartz in there, so I can leave my main account alone. Because sometimes you get that itch to roll, and it's like, with how you get a decent amount of quartz in that I've finished all the stories and stuff. I don't know how much further I have in the newest one, I'm going to say it eventually randomly. I'm almost done the story, but I've been just busy, and with the stories, because I'm past the lock belt, there's no real lock behind, and the cards for the anniversary, I didn't care about. I wasn't going to reserve anyway. There's the 5-star for the event. Sweet, that'll help. Because that is a nice thing. If there's a servant right at the start of an event I want, because that helps get a lot of resources early, and I don't have to farm as much. Anyway, but yeah, so with my main, well, we get a decent amount of quartz. All it takes is 1/2 trigger finger and start casting. Because, you know, happy trigger finger, you have a bad banner. Now you are behind the default. And so yeah, I'm pretty careful with that. So I have the random gamer account I'm careful with because that's minus the start. Or because I'm not putting money in, and because I have to film, it is harder in a way for me to build up quartz, and also I just don't have time to play hardcore. Not hardcore wrong, but like serious games. And so yeah, I'm just more careful with that. So yeah, the Japanese is I pull for fun. Even though I've gotten pretty lucky with some of them, but then anyway, so let's see here. We haven't got much yet. I don't know, ever since the last couple of banners, I have not gotten many 4-stars. I've started actually keeping track on the summons on this account, and 5 stars, no complaints. But 4 stars, oh, it's been pretty dry. To be fair though, a lot of the time, like, because I have at this point a decent amount of 5 stars, I tend to use 5 stars for my fights unless the what's it called, where how much power or whatever, I'll use 4 stars there. But a lot of the time with the fights, the but almost all my 5 stars are maxed out. Advantage of being a dolphin. You have quite a few 5 stars, but not enough that it drains all your resources. And especially with the last lottery, I saved up a lot and kind of went crazy, and it just happened. A lot of the servants I had, the lottery had a lot of the resources I had, so I was able to finish a lot of them. I've got a couple left. I think it's hard to set gods, or they have and, oh, here we go. Alright. Okay, goes in. Obviously I don't have this servant. I can't think of what's that earlier in the game or an event or something, because I don't recognize them from any of the stories I've played, or maybe it's just early when I started and I don't remember. Anyway, cool, new servant. Finally 4-star. And yeah, I haven't been rolling that much yet, but still, that's the first 4-star. Ugh. Yeah, that is what it is. At this point, I've kind of just given up. Well, not given up. But with gotcha, it is what it is, right? Anyway, like I said, I'm getting comfortable here because I have had way too much luck. I am waiting for a little more of a hit, but it happens. But yeah. Anyway. But yeah, with this account, like my main here, 5 stars, I get quite a good amount of them, so I'm not too worried. But what can happen is, yeah, I can just get scammed. And there's not many banners coming up for the rest of the year right now. With the GSSR, I got more like if summer went good, I was going to go after her and Melusine. I can't remember the order, but Melusine is higher on the priority list because Melusine Lancer at this point has become a white whale. He is also the last servant from Lost Belt 6. Yeah, 6. Is what we call it. Cuckoo is 7. She's the last.
義仲様にこの今はあなたにお仕えするサーバントにござい。
There you go. She's the last servant from Lost Belt 6 I don't have, I believe. Because that was when I started with you. Was when Lost Belt 6 had come out. And so for me it was like, oh cool. Not unfortunately, but I threw some forts at, didn't get her, and then I ended up, I can't remember if it was a spook or story banner, because I didn't, like, when I first started the game, I didn't think, like, I thought the story banner was a better idea because it carried over the gold, and then I realized, I'm like, wow, I'm an idiot. Story banner doesn't. It has a couple strong servants, not as strong. B, I'm like, wait, as long as I only pull 10 pulls, it never wastes it anyway. So yeah, I did a couple on the story, and then I realized my mistake when I looked at, like, you know, looked on guides and stuff. And then there was, yeah, I didn't put much into Melusine. I saw how good she was, but I already had a Lancer at 5-star, and so I was kind of like, oh, I want to, you know, spread out my types. I also didn't have a lot of 4-stars because the first 6 months to a year of this account was, as I've said too many times, but I'm just a little bitter on it, the like worst luck ever. And so like up until I think it was March. I was in Japan when I started playing. So the March of whenever Lost Belt 6 was, so before 6th anniversary, because I was playing for 7. yeah, so March before 6th anniversary until 6th anniversary, I got 2 classes. Enkidu, I don't know a spook or not. I got Nemo as a spook instead of Morgan. And then I got lucky with 6 because I got one guy over on with almost no with like the anniversary quartz. I can't remember which server they brought back in 6. Then after 6th anniversary, probably was Morgan again, or it would have been Melusine, which that would have been appropriate. Where I got a spook of Odysseus. But yeah. I got awful at the start, where now I'm getting almost too good luck, and I'm getting a little scared. Then again, I have paid the price, like Da Vinci I put a little bit in and nothing, and then I paid for another random with nothing, but the double Taz is not killing me, and Ace not killing me. I like law of averages. I mean, like, it's gotta go, the shoe's gotta drop at some point. But, who knows? But anyway, at this point with the game, I'm just doing it actually. Like, that's one thing I've learned. Once I got all the supports, wow, I got something. Once I got all the supports, it was like, and I got a Berserker because I have, oh, she's the Japanese tier 7 with, for arts, I have Inky, not Enkidu, Ibuki, and I also have, that shall not be named because they are needed, and then with Berserk, I have Morgan now, but I also have, holy cow, I can't remember names this morning. I should have drank more coffee before starting recording, but I've got one in each. And so, at that point, I can now kind of play with the account. I've gotten my favorite servants. You know, I've gotten Mordred. And I've gotten Merlin, who's hilarious. I've gotten all the major supports, like the top tier ones. And actually quite a lot of the, in quotes, lower tier. Even though they're not lower tier, they're very useful. And I kind of can now just play for characters either I like from the story, or just I like the look of, or they have an interesting mechanic. So like, oh, BB. Like, I got her in the summer. Well, I guess that wasn't planned. That was with the, once you beat part 2, or start part 2, they give you another, like, 12 port summon. So I got her in there. Really fun. I'm trying to think of a character I literally just wasn't that long ago in my mind that I pulled for one of them, but it wasn't like I'm actually going to pull myself out here. I'm now being annoyed at not remembering who it was. Baba. Who is it? Oh, hang on. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yes! I hate technology. So, anyway, for some reason my phone cut recording. And then this happened. So what I'm going to do, just to prove, you can see my quartz, I'm going to go in and show you there is no paid quartz. See? No paid. So I did not manipulate the quartz. If you look on the last shot, you can see it matches up. Because here is why you saw the gold card. That was not the only gold card. which is
よ
why
うこ
I
そ
have
レオナル
needed
ド・
to
ダ・
show
ヴィン
you
チの教
proof. Because here's why. Yep. Double. That's all I need to say. If you don't believe me, cool, I can kind of get it. That's as much proof as I can give you. I'm not going to take any cuts out there, so you can see it's a continuous shot of me like moving from paid to not. Anyway, this is the random gamer saying I will see you for Melusine and probably enjoy a crash there because there is no way this can continue going. Until next time, let's play some games.